especially during lockdown, it's very, very easy to get upset, to get low,
Of course.
to feel kind of like unmotivated, to feel like kab khatam hoga.
Just want to tell her this is Juhi. Just want to tell her that I loved her in Love Aajkal and cannot wait to watch her in Kuli #1 and Atrangi Re. She has 3 questions. We'll quickly take them. They're interesting questions. Which movies or series has she binged watched so far in the lockdown?
The interview will be over if I start telling you. I've been only watching stuff, so much stuff. I think that I think one of the last people to the Game of Thrones party. But I'm binge watching Game of Thrones currently. I finished Money Heist, I finished Elite, I finished Caliphate, I finished what else? So much I've been watching. Then I've been watching a lot of like Hindi throwback films. So Sahib Biwi aur Ghulam, Pakiza, Guide, Bandit Queen. Then of course like Silsila, Chandni, Kabhi Kabhi. What else? So much. But Guide is something that one of my friends, Jihan, he told me to watch because I was like, what should I watch? Katti Patang, I've been watching Abhiman. So lots and lots of films. But I think that Guide was like mind blowing. Virat ji, I mean, everybody knows she's superb, but she is so superb. I think Virat ji is my new favorite.
All right, that's interesting. Things she learned during lockdown. So Juhi's second question.
Things I learned during lockdown. I'm a better cook than I thought I was. And I'm not as bad as being alone as I thought I would be. And I think that ultimately, like it sounds a little philosophical, but as a human being, I've always been about like what my plan is, where I'm going, what my agenda is, what work I'm going to do for the day. And hopefully when quarantine ends, one will go back to that. But I think what I've learned is ultimately life is what you do first thing in the morning. Life is what home is. And I think that's what I've learned. Like, food and laughter and conversations with mom is what life is, actually, at the end of the day.
So, what is the first that you'll do once the lockdown ends?
Call Anandji up and say, call Dhanush and let's meet now and let's start shooting tomorrow.
Okay, so this is Sara Licious. What movies has she been watching? What books has she been reading? The first place you would like to visit once Corona bids us goodbye, other than NYC and a movie set. So movies you've already spoken about. Any book that you'd like to mention that you've been reading?
I've been reading. I think Sophie's World is a book that I would like to mention if anybody would be interested in reading it. That was a very, very interesting read for me. Otherwise, I've been reading a lot of history. I read Argumentative Indian. I read India Since Independence by Bipin Chandra. That's also nice. I've been reading a little bit of I told you about edX, right? So on that, there are courses on like, criminal psychology, which I tried, but it was a little intense for me. So I didn't get into that too much. But, world literature masterpieces, some of which I read in Columbia, I kind of revisited them. So there was like the Iliad, the Odyssey, then some like Jane Austen books for like slightly more modern period, some of Shakespeare's plays. So like eclectic reading like that.
Great. What about the Tabata workout video?
So I think that
one of my team members.
I love that. I do my Pilates with Namrata very often. We FaceTime and we, have this Zoom class where Namrata and we do our Pilates together. But other than that, if I want to do some like quick cardio, I think Tabata is just such like a very, very easy and effective way. Not very easy, but it's a very effective way to work out. And my new Tabata buddy is my younger brother who I've bullied into doing it with me every now and then. So, I think that I love that.
Okay. Sara Ali Khan _ my world. What is that one thing you missed during lockdown?
Work. I think from 1 to 9 it's work and 10 would be other people's tiffin boxes.
What do you like doing in your spare time? What accomplishment are you most proud of? Any new project ahead of Atrangi Re? What is your best childhood memory? What is the best piece of advice you've received when you are having a bad day? What do you do to make yourself feel better? One word for your fan pages or Instagram. Too many questions.
Wow. Okay, so
whichever
from
one
whatever I can take of that, I'll say that one thing that I do to make myself feel better, well, one is very physical and one is very mental. The physical thing I do is any form of workout. I think that even 20 minutes of workout and you immediately just feel more productive and hence better. Also chemically, you know, your hormones will be flowing and you will just feel better. And I think that also during, you know, especially during lockdown, it's very, very easy to get upset, to get low,
Of course.
to feel kind of like unmotivated, to feel like kab khatam hoga. You know, it's not even like, you know, we know that parso theek ho jayega. Honestly, truth be told, we don't know how long we are in this for. So it is easy to kind of lose hope sometimes, and it's happened to me, and it happens to me every now and then. And I think that at times like this, it's just very, very important to be thankful for all that we actually do have. You know, I mean, I'm sitting at home with my mother and my brother, and I think that in itself is a gift. There are so many people that are not with their families, that don't have, you know, food, that don't have a roof over their head. I mean, at times like this, to be able to call your best friends up every day and say, hi, bored ho gaye, kya kare? Hi, Game of Thrones dekh rahi hu, aur kya kare? It almost feels selfish, you know. And I think that it's important sometimes to take a step back and realize how much more you have. And I think that the minute you replace anxiety with gratitude, you already feel better. So I think that's something that I work on doing.
Right, and you're also part of this very important video on Forward Matkar along with Virat Kohli, Kriti, and Ayushmann. Which is, I think, very important as you spoke about the rumors part of it and how...
Because it's easy, you know, to suddenly start forwarding people things in these times when nobody really knows what to do. And I think that it can get very alarming, you know. Suddenly you see these kind of depressing articles and all. You don't even know if it's true or if it's not true. I do feel even sometimes if you know it's true, there's nothing you can do about it sometimes. What you can do is help those people. And I think that there have been more than a couple of people that are influential on Instagram that have shared links and swipe up links and handles and accounts on how to, you know, donate money and what to do. And I think that apart from taking care of your family and kind of enriching yourself, that's all that you can do right now. Help other people that don't have all that you have. And that will make you also feel better.